Let me share this to Facebook real quick. And then we'll go screen share. Let's share Facebook. Share this. Let's get where I can hear the sound if it's working. It's working. So I'm going to go ahead and get the screen share on. Connection is unstable. Please wait while we connect. Hold on a second. It says the connection's unstable. Let's see if it clears up. Okay, so we're going to share the screen. Let's make sure it's working. Yep, it's working. So let's look around the area. Let's go to radar. And as you guys can see, there's nothing around here. And if there's comments, do we have anybody joining yet? Nope, nobody yet. Okay, it's checking. Okay. So currently we have over here in this blue area it's a special weather statement. For what? It's a special weather statement. Special weather statement for Jefferson County, Indiana, Odom, Kentucky, Trimble, Kentucky, Henry, Shelby, Franklin, Scott, Spencer, Anderson, Woodford, Fayette, Mercer, Jessamine, Clark, Boyle, Garrett, Madison, and Lincoln, including the cities of Madison, Indiana, LaGrange, Kentucky, Bedford, Milton, Newcastle, Shelbyville, Frankfort, Georgetown, Taylorsville, Lawrenceburg, Versailles, Lexington, Harrisburg, Nicholasville, Winchester, Danville, Lancaster, Richmond, and Stanford. And that's a special weather statement. And then we have a frost advisory that is still in effect. For the counties, if you guys are in this county here in Kentucky, Isdale, Powell, Rockcastle, Jackson, Pulaski, Laurel, Wayne, McCreary, Whitley, Knox, Bell, and Harlan, including the cities of Stearns, Riviana, Burnside, London, Broadhead, Mount Vernon, Williamsburg, Stanton, Monticello, Annville, Irvine, Whitley City, Clay City, McKee, Pineville, Middlesboro, Cumberland, Harlan, Corbin. Hey, that's my name. I'm named after a town, in case y'all didn't know. Barberville and Somerset. 2:55 p.m. Frost advisory remains in effect from 1 a.m. Eastern Time to 10 a.m. Eastern Time, Wednesday, from 1 a.m. to 10 a.m. Okay. Near freezing temperatures of 30 and 35. Cold is sheltered of low-lying areas, locally milder temperatures on ridges where portions of east central, south central, and southeast Kentucky Wind from 1 a.m. to 10 a.m. Eastern Time Wednesday. Impacts: frost could harm sensitive outdoor vegetation. Sensitive outdoor plants may be killed if left uncovered. Precautionary/parents actions: take steps now to protect tender plants from the cold. And I think the start blue is a freeze warning. Yep. And looks like the Weather Service over in Jackson, Kentucky, has issued a freeze warning for Rowan, Menifee, Elliott, Morgan, Johnson, Wolf, McGoffin, Floyd, Lee, Breathitt, Knott, Owsley, Perry, Clay, Leslie, Letcher, Martin, and Pike, including the cities of Jackson, Hindman, Sawyersville, Jenkins, Moorhead, Campton, Coal Run, Paintsville. Uh, is that Pigma or Pippa passes? Pikeville, Wheelwright, Boonville, Bettyville, Hazard, West Liberty, Elkhorn City, Whitesburg, Hyden, Manchester, is it Innies or Inies? South Williamson, Prestonsburg, Sandy Hook, and Frenchburg. Sorry, guys, I'm used to covering South Central Kentucky on my older weather updates, but I'm going to be doing the whole state. I'm used to South Central Kentucky on Facebook, so I got to learn some of these counties and towns. Hope I'm pronouncing them correctly. If any of you guys are watching this right now, and you guys, if I'm saying your town incorrectly, please correct me in the comments if you can, please. Freeze warning remains in effect from midnight tonight until 10 a.m. Wednesday. Sub-freezing temperatures of 26 to 31 in valleys, ridges will remain above freezing, where portions of east central, northeast, and southeast Kentucky wind from midnight tonight to 10 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time Wednesday. Impacts: frost and freeze conditions could kill crops and other sensitive vegetation. Precautionary/parents actions: take steps now to protect tender plants from the cold. Yeah, it even goes up in the parts of Virginia, West Virginia, up towards central Ohio. Actually, pretty much almost all of Ohio, from past Cincinnati to Dayton. It almost goes a little bit past Columbus. Sorry for burping. And then it goes in the parts of Indiana, just north of Indianapolis to Lafayette, Muncie, kind of close to Kokomo, Indiana. Then you go down here to the Carolinas, there's special weather statements down that way. And what do you know? Red flag warnings down across southern Georgia, down into the panhandle of Florida. And let's look over here. We got some more red flag warnings across Wyoming. And in case y'all don't know what a red flag warning is, it's basically telling you not to burn outdoor stuff, not to burn like garbage or burn barrels or something like that, because the wind could blow it off track. So let's take a look at the cameras. Let's see what it looks like outside here in Litchfield from the Grayson County Emergency Management. I'm not expecting a bunch of people to join right now because it's early in the afternoon. Let's take a look at Litchfield here in Grayson County, Kentucky. We're going to full screen this so you guys can see it better. Let me switch tabs. There we go. And should have switched over by now. So you guys can look outside for just a second. Got a little bit of a lag. I'm hearing on my broadcast on YouTube. Got a little bit of a lag. You can see cars running up and down US 62. Which, by the way, US 62 runs across the state of Kentucky from Paducah all the way to a little bit past E-Town or Elizabethtown, however people says it's. I call it E-Town because I'm from here, but everybody else probably out of state probably will call it Elizabethtown. That's been through here, but most of us here in Kentucky calls it E-Town. See, look at the sun glaring off the water tower, the American flag water tower. Which, by the way, we have 3 of those. We have 3 American flag water towers. And if you guys are wondering where this camera is, it's actually further away. It's actually further away than what you can see. It looks like it's close up, but it's not. It's actually zoomed in. It's actually zoomed in, but it's actually further away than what it is. They've got it zoomed in on 62. See, there goes a couple of cars going down the road. It's actually zoomed in on where the water tower and the middle school and Warren RECC Electric is at. See, these 2 towers is this building right here next to this tower is Warren RECC. There's Home Plate gas station. There's the middle school over in here. And there's the water tower. And we actually have 3 of those American flag water towers. We have one right there. We have a small one on Sunbeam Road on the hill. And then we have one actually about not too far from my house. One not too far from my house. This camera is actually facing southwest. Yeah, it's facing southwest. But yeah, it's been a clear day. I like watching. I had this up earlier. I had this up earlier on YouTube and Facebook with the webcam, and I was just sitting here just watching the cars just drive up and down the road. Watching the cars drive up and down the road with no issue. And by the way, this HazCam is owned by Grayson County Emergency Management and their dispatch. So this camera is actually on top of the water tower, not the water tower you see in the shot, but a different water tower. It's on top of that. It's on top of the water tower by the Grayson County Jail or Detention Center behind Bailey Lumber. It's on the water tower that sits next to the new tornado siren they put up last year. The new tornado siren they put up by the Grayson County Detention Center. But I just like watching this. And this actually works out good for when we have like tornado warnings, see what's going on and what's coming. I actually like this, actually. And thank you, Grayson County Emergency Management and Litchfield City, for putting this camera in and providing this camera, because this could really come in handy one day. So we're going to go back to weather-wise. So let's back that out. And let's take a look at Louisville. Let's see what it looks like in downtown Louisville for people watching in Louisville, up there in Jefferson County, Kentucky. I actually know some people who actually watches me from Louisville. Geez, 53 degrees up there. Hold on, let me go back and look at the temperature on Litchfield real quick. What was the temperature in Litchfield? It was 40 degrees? Dang, it's cold. This is springtime, guys. It should not be this cold. And look at Louisville. There's a big temperature change. 53 degrees. We're on a full screen just so you guys can see Louisville. So that way we can see which direction this is facing. There it is. Now let's share the tab. Okay, we're switching tabs to, let's look at Louisville. Don't know what this camera's on top of, but you can see the sky. Pretty clear sky. You see what looks like airplanes have made marks in the sky, have flew through. Let me back out of this. What is going on in Savannah, Tennessee? This just popped up. What is going on here? Looks like there's some kind of a fire over there. I know that's not in the coverage area or coverage area of Kentucky, but there is what looks like to be a fire. Is that area under a red flag warning? Let me check that. I'm going to back out of that real quick. Is that area under a red flag warning? Hold on. Back that out. It'd be under a red flag warning. Where is that? Where is Savannah, Tennessee located? That's interesting. It's down close to Alabama. No, it is not. But you guys just saw this. It looks like there's something on fire. I tell you what, for laughs, let's just look at Nashville if there's any. Nope. Is there one in Nashville? No, there's not. But there is one near Kingston Springs, which is part of Nashville. But that's interesting. One in Fairview, but that's part of Nashville. Okay, that's someone's house. I'm not showing that. Nope. Privacy business. Why would you want to? Why that was on someone's house. Oh my lord. Let's look at Moorhead, Kentucky, which is in a freeze warning. Okay, I get it, but I need the camera. Give me the. This is new to me, guys. I'm still learning how to work this. Moorhead, Kentucky. Is it working? Yes, it has been fixed. So let's go to HazCams and let's see this in action. Let's click Moorhead. Looks like it maybe froze there. Never mind, it's not. like the background. Wonder what interstate this is along. Wonder what. But let's close this out. Let's go to the radar. Let's look at Pikeville, Kentucky. Yes, I know there's a freeze warning, but I need the Pike County weather camera. We're gonna full screen this and look at the beautiful mountains. And this camera is sponsored by Ryan Hall, y'all. Ryan Hall. Ryan Hall, one of the biggest weather spotters on YouTube and TikTok, and probably Facebook. I don't watch him, but I've heard about him. But I know some people who does watch Ryan Hall. And I just want to let everybody know, uh, the weather radios are going to be doing a test today. The weather radio is going to be testing this afternoon at 6 o'clock, and then they're doing a test tomorrow somewhere between 11 a.m. and noon. If you guys are in the National Weather Service Louisville listening area, they're testing the weather radio today. They technically do it every Tuesday and Wednesday, but sometimes I have my weather radio turned off. Before you guys know. All right. You know, let's go to home view and let's go to models. We don't have anything around here. Let's go to outlooks. We're going to zoom out. We're going to go to outlooks, and we're going to see what is to be expected. Let's look at start with categorical severe weather. There's no weather. There's no severe weather, but there is a general thunderstorm risk from New Mexico up to Colorado. Let's take a look at wind. No wind. Hail. You're probably not going to see this, but I'm just toying around to see what this is. Tornado. No. Problematic. 5% of any severe weather risk. So that's nowhere near our region. And that's day 3. Let's look at day 4. Nothing. Day 5. And there is a severe weather risk. Hey, I'm going to go back to that real quick. Let's go to categorical. Then go to day 1, day 2. There's a marginal risk area. It's going to be across Kansas. Day 3. Yeah, it's all going to be pretty marginal. No hail threat with that. No wind threat with that. Let's go to day 2. Tornado threat. Nope. We ain't got nothing. I'm just toying around with this. Just playing around with it to get this. Let's see if we get. Let's see if it snows. Let's see how much drought we have. How much drought do we have? Oh, gosh. Look at how much drought we have. The yellow. Abundantly dry. Moderate drought. You go down here. Ooh. Severe drought. We need some rain. And then you go down across Arkansas up toward. Jeez. Look at the darker reds. Extreme drought. We may not get any rain for a while. That's current drought. What's the monthly drought? Seasonal. But look at that. Look at the drought. You go up to parts of what is it? You go up toward northern parts of Illinois near Bloomington and up toward Chicago. Well, not Chicago, but you go up toward Bloomington and around these parts of Illinois, east of Peoria, severe drought. But where the darker colors is where it's really, really, yeah. We do need some rain. Let's go look at precipitation. If there's any precipitation. Do we have any precipitation? Heavy rain over here. Severe weather. And that's day 3 through 7. It's going to be severe weather expected in this area. And just heavy rain right down here, so nothing around our area. But I would not be surprised if by next week we get some stuff. Do we have any snow around? Is there any snow? Yeah, up in the up around here. Is that snow? Yeah, winter weather area. Day 1, day 2, day 3, day 1 through 3. Okay. Do we have ice? Not much ice. All right. Do we have wildfires going on? I know it's not close to that. I know it's probably not close to that yet, but I kind of want to look at wildfires. I want to look at do we have wildfires going on? It would show up. Alright. I'm done playing with this. Let's go back to choose Outlook. You look at satellite. There's a whole lot of rain over here in the gale warning area. See some rain off of in the ocean. Radar. Let's go back to home. If y'all got questions or comments in the chat, I will look at them in just a second. Let me close that camera. See what the Weather Service in Louisville has to say. So I got it shared. Make sure to switch it on the live thing. Yep. Says, here's what the Weather Service is saying. Sub-freezing temperatures possible early Wednesday morning, especially in low-lying areas in southern Indiana and north central Kentucky. Dry and cooler air with a warming trend expected Wednesday through Friday. Slight chance 10 through 20% for showers and storms Friday into Saturday. The forecast confidence remains relatively low at this time. Look at the code temperatures for tonight. Temperatures are expected to fall into the low to mid 30s across southern Indiana and north central Kentucky early Wednesday morning. Bluegrass region of Kentucky, southeast Indiana, had the greatest probability of low temperatures below freezing. Persistent light winds and low humidity values will limit frost development, impacts and preparedness. Near sub-freezing temperatures could harm or kill sensitive vegetation. Take steps to protect tender plants and other sensitive vegetations from the code. Let's look at the 0 to 12 hour forecast. The high temperature was in the 50s today across the area, and the wind chill was in the 40s to 30s and 50s. Winds northeast. Winds are all blowing northeast. Wind gust has been in the teens. Chance precipitation would be over in this area right here in the white. Precipitation totals, there's not any expected in the past 12 hours, and that's the high temperature. Go to the 12 to 24 hour forecast. Low temperatures will be in the 30s tonight, and wind chills will be in the 30s, but if it's in the 20s, and the winds tonight will be east northeast, and the wind gusts will be in the teens. So I'm going. Weather Service says on the forecasting charts. See if it lines up with what I just showed you guys just a minute ago. And it looks like it does. There is some thunderstorm chance across Texas up to New Mexico. And then there's some mixed precipitation up here across Montana, Wyoming, North Dakota, South Dakota, Minnesota, Iowa, Wisconsin, and there's some snow across New York and up to Maine. So let's back out. Let's look at tomorrow. Look at tomorrow. There's some rain and thunderstorms over here across southern parts of Texas over to southern Louisiana to Florida. Then this gray area right here is fire weather. Thunderstorms across northern California up into Oregon. And then there's some thunderstorms from Kansas to Missouri, Iowa, southern Wisconsin, northern Illinois. And then we look at this map. It's nothing but there's a little tiny thing of wintry mixed precipitation, but most of this is rain and just general thunderstorms. So there's 3 different areas of thunderstorms expected. There's Texas going into Louisiana over to Florida. Then there's another area from parts of California, Wyoming, and Oregon. And then there's this big area of general thunderstorms, rain and thunderstorms. Northern Texas, panhandle of Oklahoma, maybe northern and western Oklahoma. Kansas, Nebraska, Iowa, Missouri, Illinois, Indiana, Michigan, Ohio, Pennsylvania, New York. It even goes up into Canada. And I don't know if this is available to pull up, but I'm going to see if I can find it. Where is the where's what I'm looking for? I was going to pull it up. I'll find it eventually. Let's see if there's any we're going to look ahead to see if there's any category of severe weather risk. And there's nothing for just about anywhere right now, which I think is good. Jeez, how long have I been live? Gosh, I've been live 40 minutes. Okay, we're going to try to get close to wrapping this up, so let's go back to the radar and let's look at the hourly forecast. So it says all clear, no active alerts. The hourly forecast says right now it's 57 degrees. It's going to drop down to 55 degrees. Well, hold on. Yeah, 57 degrees, 55 degrees, 53 degrees, 51, 50, 48. How far over does this go? Goes down into the, oh, jeez. Drops down to the 40s overnight, even down to 30s. Then it starts going back up by 8 o'clock in the morning. What's the feel like temperatures? 30s. Yeah, you know that's cold. It's going to be cold. Do we have any precipitation expected? Nope. Zeros across the board throughout the hourly. Let's look at humidity. Not much humidity. Wind. May get a little bit of wind, but not a lot. Now let's go down and look at the daily forecast. So today, it was partly cloudy skies. It was partly cloudy with the high of 57, low of 43. Feels colder than it looks. Then it shows tomorrow cloudy, high of 69 degrees, low of 38, warmer than today. Then it says cloudy on Thursday, high of 72 degrees, low of 51 degrees, mild conditions. Friday, cloudy, high of 77 degrees, low of 53 degrees, warmer than yesterday. Then it says on Saturday, cloudy with mild conditions, high of 74 degrees, low of 57 degrees. Sunday, cloudy skies, high of 83 degrees, low of 55 degrees, warmer than yesterday. And then for Monday, it's going to be light rain, high of 73 degrees, low of 64 degrees, colder than yesterday. Man. And I'm done with the weather update for the day. I'm done. Time to put down the mic. Let's look and see if we got any comments. No, we do not have any comments. Which is to be expected right now. Maybe they'll come on later and watch the weather update. I am actually going to clip this and upload it as a regular video. So that way everybody can see it. I'm going to go ahead and clip it and upload it as a regular video. So, yeah. We don't have any comments at this time. It says there's 2 people watching. Who's the other person that just joined? Okay, that may have been for a brief second. Someone may have joined. Well, whoever you are that just joined, you're going to have to play this video back after this ends to see the full weather update. But, yeah. So, that's it for today's weather update. Thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me on Twitch, The King Tornado Man Show. Follow me on TikTok, The King Tornado Man Show. And Instagram, The King Tornado Man Show. Thank you guys for watching. And I will see you guys sometime tomorrow with another weather update. This is King Tornado Man over and out.